What is up, everyone? Tomorrow is UFC 282, the last pay-per-view of 2022. And I figured, you know what? Let's do some predictions and some NFT work. We're going to do a little of both in here, and we're going to try to make this go as quickly as possible. Usually when I do predictions, it could be like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We're going to try to go 5 minutes total, and for 5 predictions. So we're going to try to keep myself to a time limit, and then we're going to move right into NFT. You'll see what that's all about. And yeah, I'd like to hear if you agree with my picks or if you think they're trash. Maybe it's in the middle. Who knows? So let's head over to the computer and take a look. So here we are, UFC 282. Probably one of the less hyped cards of 2022 based on names. There's some good names on here, some good matchups, but UFC kind of spoils us, and usually there's a fight or fights on the card that are like once in a generation type of fights, or at least they feel like that. And that's why I love the UFC. You don't have to, it's not really any politics with it. It's the best fighters or the fights that we all want to see. And this one's just a little less than usual. But that being said, I do believe these are the type of cards that can over deliver. So that's what I'm hoping for, and we'll see. So let's get into it. We're only going to go over the 5 fights on the main card, and I'm going to give myself, like I said, 5 minutes. So we're going to start the clock. Here we go. Keep myself on track. And 5 minutes is going right now. Okay, so we have our first fight. It's a featherweight bout, and they're both ranked, right? What are their ranks? 9 and 14. Okay. Ilia Topuria versus Bryce Mitchell. Ilia is number 14 and Bryce is number 9. Ilia is the favorite at a -140. Bryce is the dog at +120. Bryce does have home field advantage, though. You could tell in the presser that people are rooting for him. This is a really big opportunity for Bryce. I feel like after his last fight, a lot of people were like, ooh, this is a guy that could be marketable. He's like middle America, doesn't trash talk too much, just seems to like to scrap, and seems like just a fun guy. And Ilya is a dog. He's a dog. He's a guy who get dropped, and that doesn't mean that he's a bad fighter, but he can get dropped and still come back and still be favored to win a fight. So this is going to be crazy. I feel like this is going to be a crazy opener. Bryce, if you haven't seen his first fight, look at the last fight that not his first fight, but the last fight that he does a twist or something you don't see very often. It looks super painful, and he pulls it off for submission. Crazy. And I believe they're both 0, even though it says 15 and 1. My pick, Bryce Mitchell. So I'm going dog on the first one, +140 or 120, but that's my first pick, and I'm already behind schedule, so I'm gonna have to catch up here. Second is a middleweight bout, Darren Till versus Dracus du Plessis. And I believe these ones are both ranked as well, 14 for Dracus and 10 for Darren Till. Some are saying this is kind of like a gatekeeper thing where Darren Till is going to test Dracus to see if he belongs in the top 10. We'll see here. Good records for both. Dracus 17 and 2, Darren Till 18 and 4. Darren Till's been fighting with or been training with Hamzat. I feel like some of that's going to rub off on him. He seems comfortable in his own skin. Hasn't been trash talking that much, just seems prepared, and then Dracus has power like you can't believe. So I'm going dog again here, and I'm gonna pick Darren Till at +1 or 155, and we'll see if I'm wrong here. Dracus's last fight went all 3 rounds, dog fight, and it was a really good fight where he came out victorious, and he had to go through some stuff there. So check that fight out as well. Okay, we move into our third fight, which is a catchweight bout. I don't know the history behind this. I'm guessing it was a last minute thing because it's at catchweight, but we have Alex Morano, Santiago Ponzinibbio. I've seen Santiago fight a few times, but they just don't stick out that much. I know he's an aggressive fighter, more of a stand-up kicking fighter. Alex Moreno, technical. I know Alex is the dog here, 155, and Santiago's favorite at 180. I'm going to go with Alex on this one. He's a instructor. Every time I watch him fight, you don't think he's going to win, and he figures it out. It's like he's kind of processing in there. So I'm going Alex on this one. 3 dogs in a row. We got 2 more fights here. One of my favorite fights on this card is the co-main. Wasn't supposed to be the co-main, but we got Patty, the baddie Pimlet, versus Jared Flash Gordon. Didn't really know much about Jared Gordon, so I watched a couple of his fights. Tough guy. He's a tough guy. Patty's a guy that he's been hurt in his fights, but there's a lot of hype behind him. UFC's been pushing him like crazy. If you watch his Embedded, he's done his podcast with Dana. Very charismatic guy that I know UFC wants to push, which is why I feel like they're going to set fights up for him to have the best chance to win. Now it's UFC, anything could happen. So Jared's not a scrub. I think Jared could potentially win this, but Patty, I'm going with the hype train here. I'm going to stick with Patty. I've been on that train since, and I'm going to stick on it until it comes off. So he's the 245 favorite to Jared's plus 205. So there it goes. That is my pick. And the final one is the bout that wasn't supposed to happen. This was supposed to be the co-main, but Yuri and Glover fell out. So we have Jan Blachowicz versus Magomed Ankalaev. And I'll say my heart is going for Jan, who is the plus 280 dog, but my head can't go against these Dagestan fighters. So my pick is gonna be Magomed, and that is it. I have done it with 1 minute or 1 second to spare. So those are my picks. I will say, I'm not going to pick this fight, but if you're looking for a fight that's not on the main card to look at, feature bout on the prelims. Raul Rojas Jr. There was a lot of hype behind him. I don't usually watch, was he on I think it's Contender Series. I believe that's what it was. I watched that fight. A lot of hype when he was fighting on that, kind of like Bo Nickel. They're not the same type of fighters, but the hype, there's a lot of hype behind Bo Nickel. I feel like justifully so. And Raul Rojas Jr., 18 years old, still in high school. He is homeschooled, but still in high school, 18 years old, making his UFC debut. Can grapple like no other. Didn't finish his Contender fight, at least the one that I saw. Won all three, dominated on the ground. So I'd like to see him do submission. Jay Perrin is saying, there's levels to this, and he wants to welcome him to the UFC. So Raul, very, very, very sure of himself. So we'll see. If that is one fight to watch and you don't want to pay for the pay-per-view, watch this one right here. So those are my picks, and that's my fight that I feel like you should watch, and the UFC feels like you should watch it as well because it's the feature prelim. So that is it. Let me know in the comments below what your picks are, and if you're betting, this is not betting advice, because if you were betting, I'd probably fade everything that I did, because chances are they won't do that well. But yeah, so not betting advice. Now let's go over to UFC Strike. For those of you that don't know, this is what this channel is mostly about, is collectibles, and this is NFTs. And UFC has their own, well, it's not affiliated. I believe it's the official UFC collectible site, but it's through Dapper, and it's called UFCstrike.com. And you can own, instead of cards, like physical cards, you can own these digital moments. And so I've been doing this for a while, and during fight weeks, they usually do challenges, and you gotta do a few things to get a reward, and that's what we'll talk about here. So let's take a look here. How much time are we going on? Let's see if we can finish this up in like 3-4 minutes. So we have a hybrid challenge UFC 282, and this is a tiered level. So there's easy, medium, hard, and they build from each other. So in order to get to medium, you have to complete easy, and in order to get to hard, you have to complete easy and medium. And each one should provide some type of reward. So if we can do what we need to do for the easy, our reward is going to be one round one standard pack, usually about 3 moments in these. If we complete medium level, we will get a Arnold Allen fandom moment, usually minted. So they'll specially create this moment And the distribution number, or the amount of these that will be created, will be equal to whoever completes this challenge. So it could be very limited. And then we have the expert level, and the expert level will yield a Aljamain Sterling champion moment. I'll let you know right now, I'm not going to do this one. I'll explain in just a second why. Okay, so in order for us to get our first reward, we need to do a few things, and we're going to get this pack. So the first thing that we need to do, step 1, is we need to have all 6 of these moments. And if we have all the 6 of these moments, we need to burn them. So burning them in NFT world is, we will take them from our collection that we have, and then we will actually take them off. It's almost like actually literally burning them out of existence. So let's say that there was 100 of these Alex Morano moments, and I had one of them, and I decide to burn that moment. Now in existence, there'd be only 99 forever. So if you burn something in an NFT world, it's gone forever. So in this particular case, I have all 6 of these moments. I actually have doubles or triples of some of these moments, but every single one I have at least one of these extra, so that I don't lose that in my collection. But I have all 6 of these. I'm gonna burn them, and maybe I'll show an example of how that looks like. And that will complete step 1. Step 2 of the easy challenge is I need to own at least 1 challenger moment. So these are contender moments, more common moments. So there's more minted of these generally. Challenger moments are more rare. So usually these are numbered to about 1,200. And these are usually numbered to about, I don't know, 20,000 maybe, 12,000, somewhere around there. So own at least 1 challenger moment from the 3 below. I have this one. I have this one. I don't believe I have Santiago's challenger moment. So I would qualify. I will qualify for the easy. The other thing is, they sometimes have this thing called champion pass moment. Champion passes are the most rare moments that you possibly could have. They're usually numbered anywhere from like 100 down to like 50, I believe. Maybe it's more than 50, but usually 100 or less. And the range in cost will usually be, if you want to sell one, anywhere from like 600 to thousands of dollars. So if I have any of these 4 moments, so either the Glover, the Rampage, the Lyota, or the Shogun champion moment, I can actually use this to complete the easy level. I still must complete the burn criteria. So basically what it's saying is I won't need one of these moments in order to do it. I still need to do this. And I actually do have this Rampage moment in my collection. So I don't need these ones, although I do already have 2 of the 3, and I only needed 1 of these 3. So it doesn't really help me out that much to have that champion moment in this particular case, but that's the easy one. Now the medium one, we need to make sure that we complete the easy level, which we will do. The medium challenger criteria, we need to own all 3 challenging moments. So I may need to pick up this Santiago moment. Let's see if I have it in my collection. I don't believe I do. I might have his computer's going a little slow. What the heck? Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, so let's we're gonna go to the marketplace. Marketplace is a place where collectors can post their moments for sale. I don't know why Amazon did that. Santiago, it's 18 bucks, nothing crazy. We'll buy it now. You can see what it looks like to buy one of these. So okay, challenger moments are usually limited to 1,500. So we can select and buy. Average sales $24, and right now I can get it for 18. So, and you can see serial numbers. Usually you want the lowest serial number that you can get, but right here for $18, the lowest one that I can get is 717. So it's going to connect to my wallet. I have a little money in there. So you can pay with actually your credit cards, or you can actually use Dapper, which is the cryptocurrency for for this platform. It will process the payment, and during this part, it's writing to the blockchain. So once it's written to the blockchain, it will move that moment from the current collector's, this owner right here, to me. Dapper does get paid, I think it's like 5% of every purchase, so we have that. Okay, so you can see you purchase a new moment, it is now in my collection. So I have the Patty, I have the Joaquin, I have the Santiago. So I will qualify for the Arnold Allen fandom moment. Now that's all I'm gonna really qualify for. There will be a second video that shows you what these moments look like once I receive them and what we get in this pack. We'll probably just do one video for both of those. Now, if I wanted to, there's an expert level. So an expert level, I need to make sure that I complete the easy, complete the medium, and then I need to do the expert level, which is to own whatever they're having here, which is this Jan Blachowicz champion moment. I don't have it in my collection. Let's see, I don't know if it's let's see, Jan Blachowicz. There it is. That's the moment I need, and the floor price is just under 1,400 bucks. Not worth it. Not worth it for me. So I'm not going to pay $1,400 just to complete this challenge. It will yield a Aljamain Sterling champion moment. It'd be hard for me to believe that that's going to be $1,400. I mean, it could be. I mean, Aljamain's still champion. He could have a nice run here, and it could be worth more than $1,400. So it's the chance that you take. I like to use the champion moments more for ones that I have, and I just don't have this one. I'm not going to go out of my way to do that. But if I did, and I completed easy, medium, I could get this this Aljamain one. And what would be cool about this actually is usually champion moments are limited to, look at size 99 with this Glover one. See, Glover's a lot cheaper, $640. It's probably one of the cheaper moments on there in the 600s, but they're 99. So let's just say that only 50 people did this. This would only be minted to 50. More rare. So kind of cool. So that's going to be it on here. I'm not going to keep everyone on to see me burn each thing, but I will burn a moment just so you can see what that looks like if you haven't seen it before. I do it in other videos, but this is the first time you've ever seen that. So to burn a moment, we have to go to visit the burn tool. And it's usually up here as well. Let's see if it has it on there. I guess they don't have it there. Okay. Well, it's usually on the top toolbar up here as well, but it's not showing right there. Okay, and we're in the burning tool. Now the one thing I wish they would do on here is allow you to search for that moment, but it's in alphabetical order, so you got to just find it in your collection. So Alex is going to be A. Got this right here. We have two moments here. I'm only going to burn one, and I'm going to burn the one that is the higher of the two serial numbers. So I have a serial number 4296, and I have one that's 13,833. This is the higher serial number. They're both probably $2 moments, nothing crazy. But I'm going to keep the one that has a lesser serial number, and I'm going to burn this moment, Series 0. So we have to click that. We're going to type in burn contender. Once we do that, we're just going to confirm that we want to do that, and it's going to have me confirm it here. And it will begin the burning process. If we scroll to the top, you can see burning in progress. And after I complete this challenge, I will break the 70 moment burn mark. So a lot of burning been done on this account, but yeah, so I'll have to burn 5 more, but I'll do that off camera. And we'll just wait for this to go. And there it is. We got our green burning complete. So that is it. That is it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that video. Tried to go as fast as I could. I know I could talk a little bit here, so sorry if it went longer than I wanted, but hope you enjoyed it anyways. Hope you're excited for UFC 282. Let me know in the comments below what your picks are. If the fight already happened, let me know what your thoughts are on UFC 282. What fights do you want to see from the result from this? So it's going to be very interesting going into 2023. We'll see. And then if you have any questions on UFC Strike, the NFT platform, please let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer those. But if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. I appreciate that. If you like this video or content like that, or like this, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up. And if you are a collector, good luck on your next rip. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.